Elon Musk might be the superstar of the Musk family, but his younger brother Kimball has recently stepped out of the shadows with some jaw-dropping revelations about their family dynamics and business challenges. Kimball, usually someone who avoids the spotlight, has shared insights into alleged insider trading and their father Elon Musk's controversial actions. Turns out there's a lot more going on behind the scenes in the Musk family than meets the eye. So, what did Kimball say that left everyone stunned? Let's dive into his side of the story. While Elon Musk is a household name as the world's richest man, Kimball Musk has stayed relatively under the radar. Yet, he's been a key figure in Elon's life, not just as a brother but also as a trusted advisor and confidant. However, recent events, especially the turbulence with Tesla's stock, have shed light on the real nature of their relationship. It seems the bond between the Musk brothers isn't as picture-perfect as it's often made out to be. Kimball's revelations paint a picture of a complex relationship, one filled with both admiration and rivalry. While he openly admires Elon's genius, he also sees him as one of his toughest competitors. And just when you think the tension couldn't get any spicier, the story takes an even wilder turn. Ready for the juicy details? Let's get into it. Let's take a closer look at the Musk family tree to understand how the relationship between Elon and Kimball has evolved over the years. It's funny how the moment you hear the name Musk, only one person pops into your head: Elon Musk. He's the family's superstar, known worldwide for his groundbreaking achievements. But here's the thing. While Elon has been busy dominating headlines, Kimball Musk has been carving out his own impressive path, just in a much quieter way. When we talk about the Musks, there's no denying Elon takes the spotlight. He's the genius behind Tesla and SpaceX, and the driving force behind SolarCity, the largest solar power provider in the US. Elon's success proves he's got what it takes to turn wild ideas into reality, taking risks and pushing the boundaries of innovation like no one else. But don't count Kimball out. Elon's younger brother is a powerhouse in his own right, especially when it comes to food and sustainability. Kimball has been shaking up the food industry with his vision of an eco-friendly food system. Thanks to his efforts, we're not just growing sustainable food but also finding better ways to distribute and enjoy it while taking care of the planet. And that's not all. Kimball co-founded the Kitchen Restaurant Group, a network of eateries focused on real fresh food. He also started Big Green, a nonprofit that has brought thousands of learning gardens to schools across the US, teaching kids about healthy eating and sustainability. Oh, and let's not forget Square Roots, his urban farming initiative that's reimagining how we grow food in cities. So while Elon might be the face of the Musk legacy, Kimball's work proves he's making a difference too, just in his own unique way. It's pretty clear that both Elon and Kimball Musk are keeping the family's legacy of innovation alive, proving that greatness definitely runs in the family. But even though they're both on impressive paths, their relationship hasn't always been smooth sailing. When they were younger, Elon and Kimball were super close. They even teamed up for early business ventures, like co-founding Zip2, an online city guide software that gave them the financial boost to chase bigger dreams. But as they got older, their lives started heading in different directions, and their once tight bond began to show cracks. Sibling squabbles, most likely. Even Kimball has admitted that their professional disagreements sometimes spill over into their personal lives. But he's also quick to point out that they never let it get too far. In his words, "We fight like brothers, but we always make up." So, why did Kimball feel the need to explain their relationship? Well, it probably has something to do with their upbringing. When Elon and Kimball were kids, their parents, Errol and May Musk, divorced. Elon was just 10, and Kimball was only 7. That was supposed to be the time they'd grow closer as siblings, but the split changed everything. After the divorce, Elon chose to live with their dad in Pretoria, while Kimball moved to Johannesburg with their mum. That separation during such a crucial time likely played a big role in shaping the complicated dynamic we see today. Despite everything, it seems like the Musk brothers have always found a way to navigate their ups and downs, proof that even in the messiest families, there's room for camaraderie. Imagine what it must have been like for Elon and Kimball as kids, being physically separated at such a young, impressionable age. That split gave them completely different childhood experiences. And unfortunately, Elon seemed to draw the short straw. Living with their father, Elon Musk, didn't turn out the way Elon might have hoped. In fact, their relationship eventually soured so much that Elon publicly referred to his father as a terrible human being. His controversial actions only deepened the rift between them. Meanwhile, Kimball had a brighter upbringing under their mother, May Musk. That difference in environments undoubtedly shaped the two brothers in very different ways. Despite these challenges, before their Zip2 days, Elon and Kimball found ways to support each other emotionally. They leaned on their shared goals and dreams to maintain a strong bond. But as time passed and the brothers started drifting apart, many began to wonder if their parents' divorce had left deeper scars than anyone realized. This speculation prompted Kimball to set the record straight, reassuring people that, despite living far apart, their relationship had survived through thick and thin. However, all isn't as perfect as it might seem. Recent events have hinted at some unresolved tension between the brothers. So, what's really going on? Let's dig deeper into the cracks in the Musk family dynamic. Let's dive into the behind-the-scenes drama that put Elon and Kimball Musk under a microscope in 2021. The scrutiny came when the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, started investigating a $100 million stock sale initiated by Kimball shortly before Elon's now infamous Twitter poll about selling 10% of his Tesla shares. The SEC suspected insider trading, claiming Kimball might have used his closeness to Elon to predict that the poll would trigger a drop in Tesla's stock price. The timing of the sale only fueled their suspicions. Elon, however, publicly denied any wrongdoing and insisted that Kimball had no idea the poll was coming. From Elon's reaction, it seemed even he was caught off guard by the news, hinting that the brothers might not be as tightly connected when it comes to sharing business strategies or plans. So, how did Kimball end up so deeply involved in Tesla's affairs? Turns out his role goes way back to 2004, when Tesla was still a fledgling company with bold dreams of transforming the auto industry with electric vehicles. At the time, Elon was already a major investor and was looking for someone with entrepreneurial expertise to help guide the company's direction. Enter Kimball, who brought his own wealth of business experience to the table. While Kimball may not always be in the spotlight, his early involvement and contributions to Tesla's leadership show he's been a key player in the company's journey. But the stock sale controversy definitely brought a whole new level of scrutiny to their brotherly dynamic and left everyone wondering what might come next. Elon saw Kimball as a perfect fit for Tesla's board, and not just because they were brothers. It was a smart business decision. Kimball proved to be a major asset, standing out for his focus on sustainability and community-driven initiatives, which aligned perfectly with Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. As a director, Kimball played a big role in shaping Tesla's strategy and governance in its early days. His contributions weren't just symbolic. He brought a grounded, realistic perspective to balance Elon's ambitious, risk-taking vision. Kimball's emphasis on environmental impact and community values gave Tesla's bold plans a solid foundation. Over time, his role went beyond governance. Kimball often championed Tesla's efforts to align its business goals with global sustainability challenges, helping solidify the company's reputation as more than just an electric car manufacturer. With responsibilities like these, it's no surprise he held shares in the company. Being called out in public, though, was unusual for Kimball. He's mostly stayed out of the limelight, and this time, it wasn't for something he would have wanted. On the other hand, the situation could have been far worse for Elon, who was already under heavy regulatory scrutiny at the time. If the insider trading allegations involving Tesla stock had been proven true, the fallout could have been massive. Tesla's brand thrives on its image of innovation, transparency, and a commitment to shaking up traditional industries. These qualities don't just attract customers, they're also what keep Tesla's loyal investors on board. Any damage to that trust could have had serious consequences for the company's reputation and future. A scandal like this would undoubtedly raise big questions about Tesla's governance, ethics, and accountability. Investors might start to wonder if Tesla's success is really built on fair practices. That kind of doubt could make them hesitant to invest in the future, which would be a serious blow to the company's growth. But the fallout wouldn't just hit financially. Public perception could take a turn for the worse, especially since Tesla's image is so closely tied to Elon Musk. Allegations of unethical behavior could give critics plenty of ammunition to tarnish the company's reputation, and that's never good for business. Kimball's decision to sell his shares came at a particularly bad time for the Musk family. If he had consulted Elon first, they might have picked a better moment, one that wouldn't have drawn public attention or caught the SEC's eye. A more carefully planned approach could have kept the whole ordeal under the radar, protecting their reputation and investor confidence. Instead, the timing of Kimball's stock sale, happening right before Elon's Twitter poll about selling Tesla shares, set off a wave of unnecessary controversy. This situation also highlighted something interesting about their relationship. It's tempting to see this as a typical sibling rivalry rather than a full-blown fallout. Let's face it, siblings often end up competing with each other, especially when they're both successful. Perhaps Elon and Kimball's dynamic reflects that kind of competitive edge. Whether it's rivalry, a difference in priorities, or simply a lack of communication, this incident hints at the complexity of their bond behind closed doors. A lot of people assume Kimball lives in Elon's shadow, and he's well aware of it. In fact, he's talked openly about the challenges of being Elon Musk's younger brother. During one interview, he described their relationship as a mix of admiration and the occasional need to stand his ground. In his words, "I love my brother, but I also challenge him." This was his way of letting people know that while Elon is a towering figure in their family, he's also Kimball's biggest rival. Yes, Elon's larger-than-life persona often overshadows Kimball's accomplishments, but that hasn't stopped Kimball from staying true to himself. He believes his role is to maintain balance and offer a fresh perspective, even if that means disagreeing with his older brother now and then. Kimball's wife, Christiana Musk, has also shed some light on their dynamic. According to her, Kimball plays a bigger role in challenging Elon's ideas than most people realize. She describes their relationship as one that thrives on disagreements, but at its core is built on deep familial love and mutual respect. Christiana also shared a touching story about Elon's role in their lives. In 2018, when she and Kimball got married, Elon wasn't just present, he played an important part. He stood as Kimball's best man 3 times, a testament to their strong bond. Christiana believes that their connection runs far deeper than either of them openly admits, proving that even with all the rivalry and disagreements, their brotherhood remains unshakable. It really is fascinating, isn't it? Despite their lack of public displays of affection, it seems Elon and Kimball's bond runs much deeper than it looks on the surface. Christiana even hinted at this during her interview, jokingly wondering how Elon could manage without Kimball, especially when it comes to regular meals. It was her way of saying that Kimball brings a sense of calm to Elon's otherwise chaotic, high-speed life. She also shared that no matter how busy or distant the brothers may seem, there's an undeniable ease and warmth when they're together. Reflecting on Elon's personal life, Christiana painted a picture of surprising simplicity. For all his billionaire status, Elon's lifestyle is remarkably modest. During visits to his small 1,000-square-foot home in South Texas, they often stayed in an Airstream trailer, spending time chatting about family and occasionally work. Christiana also mentioned Elon's love for Khalil Gibran's writings, particularly his reflections on pain. She found his thoughts on the book deeply insightful, adding that it gave her a newfound appreciation for how Elon's mind works. Both Christiana and Kimball seem to make a conscious effort to provide Elon with the care and support that only close family can offer. However, Kimball does carry a concern about his older brother. What could it be? There's more to Elon Musk than most people know, and this might just reveal a side of him that will surprise you. Kimball Musk's view of his older brother Elon has always been filled with love, but over the years he's also shared some genuine concern. He's given us an unexpected peek into Elon's unconventional lifestyle, which has played a big part in his rise to fame. It's surprising how many people are so caught up in Elon's business ventures that they overlook the details of his personal life. However, Kimball has been more than open about some of these surprising aspects, especially when it comes to how his unique lifestyle is connected to his success. One of the more eye-opening revelations Kimball shared was how Elon's father, Elon Musk, despite being tough on discipline, had a huge influence on shaping his son's values. Elon passed on a lot of traits like discipline and resilience to Elon, traits that had been instilled in him by Elon's grandfather, a military man. So it turns out that Elon's personality isn't just shaped by typical tech mogul characteristics. Perhaps the most startling insight Kimball offered was about Elon's minimalist approach to life. Despite his billions, Elon has chosen to live in a tiny, prefabricated house, a decision that's about as far from the luxury lifestyle you'd expect from a billionaire as you can get. Both Kimball and his wife, Christiana, have witnessed this firsthand, and they describe how Elon's unconventional views on material possessions and living arrangements have shaped his personal life as much as his professional one. Elon's decision to live in a tiny house, which is barely 400 square feet, has left many scratching their heads. Nestled on a small plot of land near SpaceX's headquarters in Texas, this little home has become a symbol of Elon's values and priorities. Despite being responsible for some of the world's most innovative companies, his choice of living space speaks volumes about his minimalist approach to life. And while it might seem surprising, there's a good chance this way of thinking was shaped by his father, Errol, during his younger years. Kimball, on the other hand, does not seem to share Elon's perspective on the minimalist lifestyle. Elon's life, in fact, is described by him as a kind of organized chaos, which is a term that perfectly encapsulates the turmoil that surrounds him, despite the fact that he has achieved an extraordinary amount of success. It is possible that Elon's life appears to be a chaotic mess to those who are not a part of it. Yet Kimball is adamant that there is a structure beneath the chaos. The manner in which Elon organizes his life, whether it is his professional calendar or his personal life, is something that only he fully comprehends. Kimball's perspective offers a picture of a mind that is always moving in some random direction. The many endeavors that Elon is involved in, like as the development of electric vehicles and the launch of rockets, are effortlessly integrated into his daily routine. Even though he is always engaged in activities such as attending meetings or analyzing a project, he is able to simultaneously be everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Elon's life offers a startling sense of control that is concealed beneath the surface, despite the fact that it is filled with a flurry of activity. The comments made by Kimball provide us with an unexpected look into Elon's life, suggesting that his tactics may not be as strict as they appear to be at first glance. Kimball disclosed a surprising fact about Elon's dependence on his family, in addition to his unique way to living and working. In spite of the fact that he gives off the impression of being completely self-sufficient, Elon frequently has difficulty with the more repetitive aspects of day-to-day living and relies on his family for support. Kimball made a point of highlighting the fact that he has been a consistent support system for his brother, assisting him with decision-making and taking care of the practical concerns that Elon, despite his genius, finds challenging. A side of Elon that is often disregarded by those who see him as the face of tech-driven success is revealed by this open confession. This side of Elon is gentler and more vulnerable than previous revelations. It is even his mother, May Musk, who plays a part in his life. She is the only parental figure that Elon Musk is close to, and he seeks her counsel and spends quality time with her and his siblings. Kimball's statements serve to remind us that even the most ambitious and successful persons are not immune to the day-to-day challenges of managing their personal lives and relationships, despite the fact that Elon's intelligence and vision have made him a global phenomenon. The fact that Elon is so reliant on his family, and Kimball in particular, exemplifies how essential support systems are, especially for someone like him. Despite pushing the boundaries of technology and space exploration, Elon Musk is a guy who faces his own personal issues. These insights shed light on the complexity of Elon Musk, not just as a tech billionaire, but also as a man who faces his own personal challenges. Elon Musk is frequently portrayed by the general public as a solitary genius, but Kimball's observations provide a new and interesting point of view that challenges this perception. Although it is a relatively small family, the Musk family is quite dynamic, and every member has been instrumental in assisting the others in reaching the same levels of success that they have attained today. During a previous conversation, Tosca Musk, who is also Elon Musk's sister and the co-founder and CEO of the streaming service Passionflix, discussed the close bond she had with her siblings. She added that the family gets together very frequently to discuss their various endeavors and share their thoughts and ideas pertaining to them. The fact that they do not always agree on everything is something that she considers to be a natural component of any family, despite the fact that their closeness is strong. At the moment, Kimball and Elon are in agreement over a variety of topics, particularly those that are associated with SpaceX. With Kimball serving as a board member and trustee at the aerospace company, Elon may have made a move that appears to be logically consistent with his interests. Despite this, many people believe that the choice to bring Kimball on board is more than just a matter of pragmatism. Rather, it indicates a shared visionary alignment that may have more profound ramifications than it originally appears to have. Although Kimball Musk's public persona is concentrated around issues of sustainability and food systems, his job at SpaceX suggests a more extensive relationship between the Musk brothers, one that goes beyond the scope of their respective enterprises. It is clear that Kimball Musk's position as a trustee on the SpaceX board exemplifies the significance of his relationship to Elon Musk's ambition of transforming humanity into a species that can exist on multiple planets. Several of the most significant issues that humanity will face when attempting to create life on Mars are aligned with his work in sustainability and food systems, which he has accomplished through programs such as Big Green and Square Roots. Elon Musk's plan for the colonization of Mars involves more than simply the development of technological solutions for spaceflight. It also necessitates the establishment of sustainable ecosystems, which includes agriculture and the guarantee of food supply. It is possible that Kimball's skill in reinventing food systems could be of critical importance for this endeavor, particularly in light of his work with urban farming practices that are efficient with resources, similar to the systems that might be required on Mars. In the future, as the brothers continue their individual objectives, it is highly probable that their efforts will merge, particularly given the fact that they both place an emphasis on creating new things and improving sustainability. Even while the specifics of how their lives will eventually intersect are still unknown, it is abundantly evident that these two are going to play critical roles in determining the future of humanity, not just on Earth but also in other parts of the universe. The fact that they are competitive, despite the fact that it can occasionally be a source of friction, ultimately appears to be what drives them ahead, pushing each other to new boundaries. It is fascinating to contemplate the manner in which their competition with one another has developed into a potent driving force behind innovation. In spite of the fact that their relationship is complicated, it exemplifies the fact that the most successful people are often those who are the most capable of pushing and motivating one another. How do you feel about their dynamic? Do you believe it's a healthy blend of competitiveness and collaboration? What are your thoughts on it?